Sickle cell disease is a blood disorder that affects the red blood cells, and it causes the blood cells to change shape from round to sickle. So normal blood cells are round, smooth, whole. They look like donuts, and they're able to pass through the veins easily. However, with sickle cell, they look like crescent moon shapes, or like the sickle, which is where it gets its name from. And those cells can't pass through easily, and it creates blockages in the veins. And when you have that, you have excruciating pain. I was first diagnosed with sickle cell disease at the age of 2. When I was younger, I was playing across the hall from my parents with my older 2 siblings at the time, and I let out a loud scream. My mother, she heard me, she ran over, checked me up, and when she picked me up, she noticed my hand was swollen and puffy, like the size of a tennis ball, so she couldn't calm me down. I was crying, and so she took me to the hospital. And in the hospital visit, they ran different tests, multiple x-rays, and the blood test, they found out I had sickle cell disease. Growing up was different for me. I was the only one out of 4 children. I'm the only one to have sickle cell. So there were things that I couldn't do because of sickle cell. Just physical activities, the exertion would cause me to become dehydrated or cause me to lose oxygen in my body. And there were things like playing football. I love the game of football, and I always wanted to be a football player, but I couldn't play it, even recreational, because it was too much up and down, running up and down the field. And so there were times where even just going swimming with my family for vacations and going to the parks on holidays, I couldn't swim because anytime I jumped in a cold pool, it would cause my blood cells to sickle and trigger. When I was like 7 or 8, I spoke out about sickle cell and told kids on the playground that I had sickle cell disease, and they didn't know what it was, and so they decided to run away from me and scream, "Oh, he's got a disease." And so I felt like the wind was knocked out of me at that moment, and I never wanted to open up about sickle cell, so I kept it hidden and kept it to myself. Growing up, sickle cell was painful, not only going through the pain physically, but emotionally. So I never wanted to share about what I was going through because I didn't want to be judged or seen as different. I wanted to fit in with everybody else. There was no awareness about sickle cell for me growing up. I didn't see anybody having books. I didn't even know anybody who had sickle cell growing up. And so I felt like I was all alone. And so I wanted to share my story, my journey, and talk about what sickle cell was, because anytime I brought it up, people would ask, what is sickle cell? They didn't know or understand what it was. Support is big when you live with sickle cell. You need support around you, and you need people who understand you, because this is something that you can't face alone. It takes a village to raise a child, and I believe it takes a community to help someone living with sickle cell disease. Whenever I was in the hospital, I was going through pain, and the medication that they were giving me didn't help to eliminate the pain. I knew I needed something more, and so that's where blood transfusions came in. Whenever I got the blood, I knew that it was working. I could feel a difference in my body, and I feel like I can run around, play like normal kids, and just do whatever I wanted to, because I could feel the energy and the pain was gone. You're giving people hope by donating blood. You can change a person's future, and you can give a person life just by donating blood. I think the power that you have when you donate blood is affecting many people and is changing lives. Knowing that I received so many blood transfusions, and if I didn't have those blood transfusions, who knows where I would be. You are superheroes. I look at all blood donors as superheroes because it's a selfless act.